Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world listening to Talking Leeds Match Reaction. And as you can see, we've got Gerry McNamee there. He's struggled with Storm Daraher, is that how we say it, Gerry?
Storm Darrow Brain, yeah.
Go on, Gerry. How are you, sir?
I know, not too bad considering I've had no electricity for 24 hours and it's just come on. I spoke to my other half. She seems nice. Yeah, we chatted and I had to read. But I bought a newspaper today and I was listening to the radio on medium wave. I had to go and get batteries. That's as bad a storm as I've heard. I was back to Swansea days again. I was back on flooded roads, blocked roads. I had to I got within 200 yards of home, and it was blocked. Bits of trees. It was dangerous. It wasn't pleasant. Got home, and thankfully it's passed over. But I've had enough driving to Leeds games in storms now. I've just had it. I want nice, pleasant spring days, sun shining. T-shirts, shorts, those sort of days. It was a bit windy yesterday, wasn't it? It was a wee bit windy.
It was. I must say, it was a very windy Ellen Road yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And but ultimately, get your coat off, Gerry.
Yeah, the heat's back on. Heat's back on. I'm going.
The heating's on now. We're good. But Gerry, 2-0 win over Derby County yesterday. Do you know what? I was thinking this before. Come on, it was a dull 2-0 performance, but do you know what? I'll bloody take it.
It was run of the mill. We totally dominant. Another team who just were pretty poor, and we did the job. It could have been more. Their keeper pulled off 3 or 4 good saves. Quite happy watching these guys. I think generally people are happy. A bit frustrated we weren't scoring early, but I mean the Derby switched us round, so they were playing with the wind, and I think the advantage they got was they got a throw in or something because they did bugger all with it. And sometimes the way we play, the ball was being held up a bit. So, but it was. I think we played the conditions well. But Derby were no good, and we played it well. And throughout the team, and so Joe Rothwell was man of the match. He was excellent. I won money on Joe Rodon.
Yes, you did.
Well, I'm still in the red. I must be in the red because I've bet on him every game since he started. And he missed one, and he thought, "Here we go, I'm wasting my money. I need to change it." And then he got a more difficult header. And then Maximilian Wuber, the outcast, he comes on and he scores one as well. You thought something going wrong with the world here, but 2-0. You thought, game done. I always wanted the third just to be happy, but then they did a little flurry in the second half, nothing mad. And we had 2 or 3 good chances. The keeper saved well. And I thought yesterday we had shots which were on target and the keeper saved them. So I've no complaints. I was really pleased. Everything, Melia, if you're looking through the team, Melia did what he had to do. He had to save a couple of shots. Firpo got injured early on. Obviously, they took a chance on him. And Max came on, and in fairness, as we said before, Brendan Harrison, the way to get back in Leeds fans' good books is just come out and perform, play well, try, do your best, and he did that, and he scored.
It was his first goal for Leeds as well, wasn't it?
It is, both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
Both of them, yeah. All I needed was Rothwell to score and Tanaka, and that would have been all first goal scores. But throughout the team, I thought Bogle, sometimes he can be a bit iffy with his passing and his decision making. But I think because of the attacking intent of teams that come and play us, he's more going forward is his thing. And again, he works hard enough. Tanaka, he's just ridiculously consistent and good. Somebody said to me, "I've not noticed him today." I said, "Just watch him. Just watch him. He's doing it all the time." Rothwell, he was excellent. His tackling, everything. He was outstanding. Dan James, when he got the ball, was getting him behind. Brendan again. He decision making. I think there was one where he should have played too. That's the dog. Yeah, yeah. The dog said 2-0 yesterday. That's what.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, but the thing with Brendan Harrison wasn't Brendan, was his girlfriend. She was standing beside us in the stand, blocking everybody's view. And people were telling her, she was just standing by the steps having her coffee. And people were saying, "Excuse me, can you sit down?" And she was looking around. So Brendan performance okay, but talk to your other half and tell her not to block our view because we want to watch the game. And it may be a picture opportunity. I don't know, but we're not interested. We wanted to see the attack down the right wing. So, Mrs. Aronson or whatever your name is, please don't do that again. And threads in Puro had he had a good chance that the keeper just got a hand to. We missed out. Solomon was busy. Yeah, busy, and he was causing problems. Willie come on, did a good job. We emptied the bench. Gilavogi, he I just like Gilavogi. I want him to score. There was one where it looked like he lost, and he just extended his leg around. I think it was his 12-foot long leg, and he got a tackle in. And who else came off the bench? Everybody came off the bench yesterday. Ramzan. Look at these guys coming off the bench. You're a Derby player, you're thinking, my God.
I'm going to say that for the first time this season, I thought the bench looked really, really strong yesterday. Moving forwards, I just think, God, you've got that much talent on the bench there. It can really change up a game. But do you know what? I want to say this, Jerry. A lot of Leeds fans who sit next to me in the Cop were moaning and groaning about Leeds' performance, especially before Leeds scored. But when you watched them yesterday at Derby, there were 10 men behind the ball. Every time Leeds got the ball, they just sat back and put their asses to the wall and just said, come on, lads, let's just defend. And that is so difficult to play against. Obviously, the conditions wasn't great, but when you're playing against that level of dire defensive kind of, God, let's just defend for as long as we can. It's never easy to break them down. But I think, once they scored that first goal, they were floodgate. The floodgate could have opened on the other day of the week if they played again. We could have scored more. But that's what we're coming up against now, especially. I know away from home we're a little bit different, but at home you're just getting people who park the bus and just say, "Come on, defend for them, defend." I think when we play Middlesbrough, I think it'll be a bit more open. I think Leeds will like that. But I'm sick to bloody death, Jerry, of these shithouses who come to Leeds and just do that because it's not good to watch.
Yeah, but none of them are any good. I mean, we at one stage said, "Look, they're playing 6-3-1." I said, "Are you sure about the one?" Because you look through the Derby team, and it's a championship team. I recognise maybe three of the players. I mean, Craig Forsyth, Bruce's lad, he's been there for years, and I think their keeper was Jacob Wood. I'm looking at the program. Jacob Woodell Zetterstorm. Yeah, I think he might be Irish. I think. Yeah, with Nathan Phillips, who we nearly signed. The only player it was Liam Thompson, and they had for the second week in a row. We had the winner of should have played rugby was Nathaniel Mendez Lang. He looked like a prop forward. Is that? I'm not sure. Yeah, he was a big lad. Yeah. So, but their thing obviously was we'll turn him around, hit a long ball, and we'll run onto it. And just they never ran onto it, and the ball was skidding off. So that is just what we're up. It's what we need to learn to do is to do this away from home. Be a bit tempo is a word I've used all, but be a bit quicker with the pass and everything else. And we were yesterday, and patience, and it was just a matter of time before we broke these down. Always the worry at 2-0 that they'll get a freaky goal, and then we're worried about. But it never was in any danger. And all in all, I was happy. I mean, the Derby fans were giving Firpo a bit of stick, saying you don't want to. What was it? You've had enough. And then I think the Leeds fans at 2-0 said you've had enough. And I think there was a bit about us losing 2-0 to Frank Lampard's Derby. It's Coventry are now not Coventry City. They're Frank Lampard's Coventry City. He's a fraud. Yeah. I've said this before. But no, Derby County are they're like Luton. They're like all the other teams. This isn't being arrogant. It's what we've seen. Middlesbrough, yes, will be a different option. And if we can beat Middlesbrough, then we've got to go away from home. And actually, our home away form is poor. Actually, I heard Johnny Cooper say this week that away form generally only 23% of away teams have won this season. But we've got to be better than that because our home form is excellent. We're not conceding goals. There will be rocky moments, but get through the Middlesbrough game. We really got to push on for the Preston and put it on because that's the sort of game. Obviously, we did lose it last year on Boxing Day, and we lost to Blackburn. It was a good day. So, I don't know. Happy. We're top of the table. I don't know what time is Sheffield kicking off.
3 p.m. 3 p.m. today. So I'm going to be watching that with eagle eyes. Hopefully, West Brom can do us a favour, but that's a tough place to go for Sheffield.
The draw is fine.
Fine, but all in all, We're where we need to be, aren't we, Gerry? That's the main thing.
We're worrying. People are looking at us, and it's if we're 2-3 points behind or ahead, it doesn't really matter at this stage. We just got to keep doing what we do. And as you say, you look at the bench yesterday. I didn't expect Ampadu to come on, and Schmidt has had injuries, but those two in a few weeks. This is going to be if everybody's fit. Where does Ampadu come in? Do you? I think that I was listening to BBC Leeds. Do you put Joe Rothwell in at number 10? Do you put Ampadu in there as one thing?
But then you're going to have to drop Tanaka, aren't you? One of them's going to have to go.
I wouldn't. No one's dropping Tanaka. No. I think Ampadu's man. It's a great problem to have. Yeah. And the other good thing yesterday as well was there was the cut-off point for the yellow cards, which Fark said that's why Willie was on the bench, and Joe Rodon has been hanging on that for about a month now. So great that we've got over that one, and just keep everybody fit, nothing silly. And we're going into the second half of the season. We've got a hell of a squad, we really do. But again, a bad result, and we're all on the other end of we're feeling a bit down. But I'm comfortable, happy at the moment. We're doing all right, and just keep. I'll happily take every home match for the rest of the season, not the wind, but every home match of the season to look like that, and we'll be okay. Win all our home matches and do better away. It's not. Yeah. We're not far off it. We're not far off. Just get up there. Just get up there.
And also, as well, I don't know if you noticed, Gerry, yesterday. Well done, Daniel Fark, on making the sub. Not on the 70th minute. It was the 68th.
68th, yeah. He was getting ready at the 64th, but we knew it would take at least 4 minutes. We don't count, obviously, injuries, but it wasn't so much yesterday because I don't think we were 2-0, and it was about giving players minutes, and I think we were comfortable with whatever at 2-0. It was never any way Derby come back into that. So it's good to see everybody getting a run at getting minutes. And all these guys are going to be challenged. We saw the little cameos of Schmidt, and he looked good. We know what Ampadu can do. Gilavogi is someone who can do it. And even Patrick. I've seen Patrick. I'm ashamed, but Patrick was going down the tunnel, and I just shouted out, 2 sugars, Pat. And I feel bad. I feel really bad saying that. But there's talk of Wrexham looking at Pat. That'd be a good move.
Really? Yeah.
I've heard that. Oh, really? And Rangers are looking at Joffrey. Joffrey, don't go there. It's a cesspit. Go to Celtic. Don't go to Rangers. Don't, because it's not good for you. No, it's not.
That's interesting though. That with Bamford heading off and Joffrey as well, but they haven't had a sniff. I don't know what they can do to get even coming off the bench. They've got to be thinking, what the bloody hell have I got to do? But do you know what? Fair play. Obviously, Gerry, though, Christmas is upon us, and then that comes with the January transfer window. What do Leeds need to get us over the line then? Because this was a big talking point from where I sit, is what do we actually need to get over the line here? I think we do need to strengthen in January. The top of the tree for me would be a striker. What about you? What do you think we need towards, to get us over the line?
Well, Daniel was intimating it's going to be a quiet window. Striker. I mean, I was willing. Joseph come on, and he works really hard, and he won a couple of corners when it wasn't in his favour. He needs a goal, and that's a lad who could go on a run. Pirro, we know, he's a sniper, isn't he? And he can get it. But whether we need is there a striker out there? I mean, I said to him a few weeks ago, someone like Danny Ings, and my mate's a West Ham fan. He says, "Oh yeah, Danny Ings, £5 million, 5 goals. Yeah, £1 million a goal. You're welcome to him." So it's, I don't know who's out there. A striker, a number 10. Are we got enough midfielders? When you win, it looks like you got a strong squad. But I would say a striker. Do we need cover at centre half? I know we got Ampadu coming back, but possibly Gilavogi and Ampadu. We probably got enough there. Right back, we got Sam. I mean, at the moment, fullbacks where everybody fit. If Maxi stays around, and Schmidt and Sam and Bogle and Firpo, well covered there. The number 10, just some Bundia keeps getting mentioned. I don't know if he'd ever drop that, but you need maybe someone just to give. We don't need wholesale incomings. 1 or 2 players tops, just to, and whether we couple gone out on loan. I think Joffrey and Pat, they're caught with their wages. I think that's what I understand. They're both on high wages, and they're not going to take a pay cut. So I'd love to see Joffrey and Pat come on and score hat tricks. I do. Everybody wants them to do well, but we've got to be sensible. Of course, we got Gruev, and you got Charlie Krug sitting there. He looked decent when he came on, looking through our squad. And there's players who are getting a sniff. We got at defence, we got Debayu, who's he's well thought of. He's been in the squad all season. So it's going to be interesting. But let's just take. Am I going to say take each game as it comes? I think I am. Let's get to Christmas. We got a couple tricky away games. I mean, we got quick turnarounds against Blackburn and Derby. Derby and Stoke away, it'll be different kettle of fish. And winning those games is going to be a real statement. So. Yeah,
we have to win them, don't we? We can't afford to drop points anymore. That's it now. We've got on a good run. 9 games. Let's just top it. Top that.
If we could go on a run like we did last year, we'd be miles ahead, wouldn't we? And of course, we got the little Harrogate Town coming to play us as well. That's
of course.
That's a day for a half and half scarf, I think, because most of the Harrogate fans are Leeds fans, aren't they? It's going to be a great occasion, and I think they'll get a few quid out of it. I think it'll probably be full. It's 5:45 kickoff, so it's on the tally, I think.
That route, the Harrogate Town bus. I think there's a direct bus from Leeds to Harrogate. I think it's the 60 or something like that. They'll be bouncing down for the Ben Parker Derby.
Ben Parker Derby. That's it. Yeah, that's good. I saw Ben yesterday. I must mention that to him. Yeah. He was in the Brenner suite. So all in all, I suppose the downside this week of me travels in the floods and everything in Swansea was I told you all about, but I got a speeding ticket as well.
Oh, bloody hell.
I know. It was a squeeze of the pedal, but luck being what it is, I'm on a speed awareness course. I think I might even graduate from speed awareness course. This is my third, But anyway, I'm getting good at it. But it's just squeeze of the pedal. I'll remember this season as wet and flooded and trees. Yeah, that'll be it. But can't wait till next spring when hopefully we're celebrating. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just think. Middlesbrough Tuesday, see Luke Ayling, boo him as a pantomime villain, and hope that he's a good game and not too good. And Borough are a very strange team. They've been banging in goals, but they lost to Blackburn a couple of weeks ago. And
they drew to Burnley. They drew to Burnley on Friday.
Of course, Friday night, which was a good result.
I watched that, and they were poor. Both of them were poor. None of them deserved to win, if I'm being honest. But do you know what? Let's take it in a stride, and hopefully, if we can get a real result against Middlesbrough on Tuesday, that'll give us a real step of intent now to kick on.
Right. Well, I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping the power stays on. Because I was going out to, I think I was drawing pictures on the wall. I was going to go out and kill some animals, and I was about to wear some fur. A pelt. Tell you what, you realize the kids don't realize what the 70s were like with power cuts and 3 channels. Kids like you have to tell you all about it. I was in the supermarket this morning. There was a young cashier, and I was saying, it was like going back to the 70s. And she was looking as if to say, "You poor old man, did you have a fall?" It's a tough word, but we're back, and we've got Wi-Fi. And I'm going to watch sport this afternoon, and my other half's away for the night. So I'm going to put my feet up. And I'll tell you one thing though, I owe lots of brownie points, but it's my other half's birthday on Tuesday, and I'm going to Middlesbrough game. She's very good. She's very understanding, isn't she?
That's good. That's good, that, Gerry.
Good girl. Yeah.
So, that's good.
Anyway.
Right then, cheers, Joe. We'll see you on the next one then.
Yeah, see you in the week.